everyone, welcome to the Piano Keys. I'm so glad that you're here. Today I'm going to teach you about a practice technique that not a lot of people use, and it's one that works perfectly every single time to take your playing to the next level. So how do I know that it works perfectly every single time? It's because I've been using it for years. Every one of my students uses it and I see the results. So in order for this practice technique to work, you actually have to stick to the rules every single time. I'll tell you the rules and then I'll tell you some more about it. Okay, so I call it the 3-quarter game or the 3-coin game. And the way it works is you get your 3 coins. I have some giant, quarters here. I got these at the Dollar Tree. Let's see if it'll, they're really, really big. Sorry for my bad nail polish job. But anyway, my students, actually the adults as well as the children, really love these giant coins. And they're fun for me to use too. I use this particular set all the time when I practice. So you get your 3 coins, or you can use 3 of anything. I've had students use 3 batteries, 3 shotgun casings, 3, I don't know, rings, whatever they happen to have. So it's just 3 of something. So here's what you do. You take a small section of the music that you're working on and you think about what it is that you're actually trying to accomplish with that music. Are you trying to play it at a certain tempo? Are you trying to play it from memory? Are you trying to get a fingering ingrained into your hand? So it has to be a very specific thing that you're working on. So let's pretend that you're working on getting up like 4 measures of a piece of music at a certain tempo on the metronome. So here's what you do. You play those 4 measures. If you play them perfectly, meaning the correct fingering, the correct notes, the correct rhythm, it feels good when you play it, then you get to move 1 quarter from one side of your music stand to the other side, okay? So then you play that same passage again, perfectly. Correct fingering, correct notes, correct rhythm. Now you get to move the 2nd quarter to the other side of your music stand. 3rd time, you play it through and you miss something. Maybe you didn't play the right note, or you missed a finger, or you were late on something. So these 2 have to come back and join this guy again. Okay? So the point of the game, the object of the game, of this practice technique, is to get all 3 quarters from one side of your music stand to the other side. And you can't cheat. If you say, well, that was good enough, I mean, I missed 1 note, but you know, it won't work. You have to stick to the rules every single time, okay? So once you have the 3 quarters over, then you can stop practicing that for the day. The next day you come back, it should take you fewer tries to get those quarters over. So right about now, you might be saying, oh my goodness, who has time for that sort of thing? I'll tell you who. You. You have time for this sort of thing. You know why? Because once you have practice like this and you see how long the results stay with you, you'll never be without your 3 whatevers. I still use it every single time I practice, almost every single time. I still use it. Mostly I use it for memorizing or for going faster. But I know that in the long run, it's going to save me a whole lot of time. So what does this accomplish? Like, why is this magic? Actually, a bunch of things. I'm going to put it aside so it doesn't make a lot of noise. Here's what it accomplishes. Number 1, you actually have to set a goal. Okay? So think about that. You're not just sitting down going, well, I'll do the best I can today. So if you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you say, here's what I'm going to do. On this page, or I would not recommend doing a page to start off with. Take a small section, okay? So you say, okay, these 4 measures, I really want to make them faster, so I'm going to try to play them at 60 beats per minute for a quarter note. And so now you've set a goal, okay? So your mind has something to focus on, and you actually know when you've achieved it because you've moved those 3 quarters over, or 3 of anything. Number 2 benefit of doing this is you are playing, but you're also critically listening to yourself. You're observing yourself. So I don't say critically like, oh, I'm gonna criticize myself. No, like figuring out if what you're hearing is what you want to hear, okay? So you're being the observer as well as the performer. This is a very, very important skill to have as a musician. So you can develop it in practice. Now, if you played that passage and you say to yourself, well, I don't know if I did it right or not, then you don't get to take that quarter over to the other side. You have to know that it was right. So it will make you figure out what exactly is in that music and what are you trying to do. The third thing it will do for you is it will give you accountability. So you can't just say, I practice, but I don't get better. Because you will get better, and you will know exactly how much better, because you'll know from one day to the next how many times it took you to get all 3 quarters over. So you might think this is silly and you're not sure if it's going to work. It is a little silly, especially when you use, giganto things like this. Hello. Hello. There we go. But okay, so what's wrong with being silly? Why not have fun while we're practicing? But if you're still not convinced, I give you a challenge. I give you a challenge to do the 3 coin game for the next 5 practice sessions that you do. But you have to stick to the rules. And then I want you to check in with yourself and see if that was time well spent. And I can guarantee that it will be, or your money back, because you're not paying for this. So anyway, if you want to get really hardcore, you can get 5 coins. I don't have 5 here, but imagine if I had 5. So if you have 5 coins, you pick one over, you did great. Then you did really great again, you take the second one. You did really great again, you take the third one, really great, 4th one. On the 5th one you mess up, all 5 have to come back. So if you have to learn something like ironclad, you have to learn it really well, then go ahead and do the 5 coin game. But if you're just practicing, like regular run-of-the-mill practice, make your time pay off, pay off, oh boy, by using a 3 coin game, okay? Let me know what you think. Let me know if you accepted my challenge and how it worked out for you. Keep practicing, have fun, and I will see you soon.